happens every year between the months of August and November. The tropical rains come to Asia and the Philippines. The water pours down in huge quantities in very short periods of time. In cities such as Manila, the rivers overflow as they are unable to channel all the water. These rivers are almost biologically dead. They lost the last of their aquatic life some time ago, drowned by the uncontrolled dumping of garbage into the rivers and the significant pollution of their waters. Around 70% of the pollution is caused by domestic wastewater that is dumped into the rivers untreated. The shanty towns have no sanitary services, and all their waste, both solid and liquid, goes straight into the rivers. The waters are also contaminated by industries that dump their waste into them, including heavy metals and chemical products that are very hard to break down. Flooding occurs in many parts of the city. The water brings with it all the pollution and waste, which is deposited in people's homes and inundates the fields and streets. According to the United Nations Development Program, 58% of the groundwater is polluted and needs treatment. Only 7% of the population has access to a sewer system. In 2008, 20 million people lacked access to sanitation services. In this setting, a project able to bring the rivers back to life, to produce wealth from discarded waste, and to provide work and housing for a population that lives in shacks seems like a pipe dream, a project that is impossible to realize. But it's not.
We can make an environmental project like the Las Piñas-Zapote River successful and sustainable, and it can also help reduce poverty in the Philippines.
Las Piñas, in the southern part of the city of Manila, with a population of 300,000, has two main rivers, the Las Piñas and the Zapote, which years ago were sources of clean water and aquatic life. The city's eldest inhabitants remember very well how they used to enjoy those pristine waters and the fish and other wildlife that lived in them.
I fell in love with the place, and I decided to take my residence near the river because the river is clean and refreshing to see every day. And I'm a witness to the fishermen happily going around through the river.
Maganda nga ng ilog doon sa amin. Napukunan namin ng mga mayuulam at noon kami naliligo.
Ginawa ko yung paliguan namin, mga markada, diyan kami naliligo dahil noon walang playground. Ang aliwan namin, ilog. Wala pang playground noon eh. Kaya diyan kami palagi sa ilog. Diyan kami lumaki.
But rapid urban development and industrialization has caused the contamination of the waters throughout the whole of the Manila area.
After some time, I looked. The river is some kind of getting dirty. The houses that I can see there, wherein they are the informal settlers, maybe one of the factors.
Hindi na namin tuloy magamit ang mga ilog, hindi na kami makapangisda, hindi na kami makakuha ng mga shell na pwedeng pangkaulam kasi nga marumi na. Ngayon,
that was the situation in Las Piñas until the democratic election of a certain senator led to an important change of course in what looked like an unstoppable race to environmental destruction.
I was elected congresswoman in 2001, and later one of the complaints of my constituent is about the flooding due to the overflowing of water in the river. So they asked me to dredge the river so it will not overflow. And so I went to the river when I'm about to start dredging. And I saw that the river is full of waste. And that's when I decided to do the Las Piñas-Zapote River Rehabilitation Program. When I did the project, it was for the environment and as well as for fighting poverty, but it solved health problems as well. First, we bought equipments to do the dredging and other equipments to help, like barges, motorboats, and trucks. And we did this every year, slowly. So by this time, we have 10 backhoe equipments with other equipments stationed in different parts of the river. We constructed strainers in different points of the river. That's garbage intercept.
The same trash that pollutes the river is turned into raw materials as it passes through Las Piñas. All along the river, companies have been founded that use this waste to manufacture a wide variety of products.
This is our final product, a beautiful sculpture from our waste plastic recycling factory. Who can imagine that this plastic bottle and this plastic bag can be as beautiful as this? This plastic and this bottle tends to float on the river. We pick it up, we collect it, and convert it into school chairs. What we have here are garbage, kitchen waste, leftover foods, yak. We collect this every morning from different households in our community. What's this? Garden waste. We mix it with coco peat to absorb the moisture. And what we have is an excellent organic fertilizer. In Las Piñas, we have 37 facilities with 60 rotary composters, providing jobs to 120 families and producing 35 tons of organic fertilizers monthly. And this fertilizer, we give it for free to the farmers.
Buko na hindi na itinatapon po sa ilog, kinukuha po ng mga tao na ginagawa po namin na coconut. Dahil dito po sa buko, dito ko po sila napag-aral, ang aking mga apo, at napapakain ko po sila sa 3 beses sa isang araw.
Noong araw, namumulot lang po kami ng basura. At mula noon, nainganyo po ako ng kapatid ko rito magtatrabaho. At napaaral ko po ang mga 5 anak ko po. At maayos na po yung buhay namin ngayon.
This is our final product, coconut from our waste coconut husk from our Las Piñas Coconut Factory. This is used to prevent soil erosion. As of to date, we have 5 decorticating machines processing 40,000 husks a day and helping 200 families.
We have more than 500 families benefiting from these livelihood projects out of waste. They're happy because our city in Metro Manila, which is not flooding, and at the same time, I have given livelihood to more than 500 families.
Dati sa tabing ilog kami nakatira, natatakot kami na baka kami babahain o kaya mabagsak yung bahay namin sa ilog. Ngayon nagkaroon kami ng bahay dito sa Sunshineville. May bahay at lupa na kami. Kampante ng loob namin na nakatira dito. Ngayon mayroong Villar Foundation. Nagtrabaho ako para makatulong ako sa asawa ko at ang 4 kong anak na nag-aaral.
In this project, water lilies, which are a problem for fluvial ecosystems, have been turned into another very original raw material. The removal of the water hyacinths has made it possible to oxygenate the rivers again, while at the same time creating jobs.
Dati po, sa bahay lang po ako, walang trabaho. Ngayon po, nagtatrabaho na po ako sa water lily. Hindi po ako nangangamba na nagtrabaho ako dito dahil nakakasama ko po ang aking anak. Nakakatulong na po ako sa aking asawa.
These are the other products of our Las Piñas arts and crafts. These came from cleaning our river system. Slippers, fans, and baskets like this. This came from the stalks of water hyacinth. This massage oil came from planting citronella grass along our riverbanks. This lantern, the skeleton of this came from the bamboos we planted along our riverbanks. These charcoal briquettes came from our waste coconut pit. And this beautiful notebook, the paper of this is handmade from the leaves of our water hyacinth. Thanks to this enterprise, we are now helping more than 200 families to have better lives.
The companies created are backed by the vision and management skills of well-known figures such as the Filipino politician and businessman Manny Villar, who is working to ensure that they are sustainable and profitable.
The enterprise is growing, and more people are employed, and more cities are following. Even if you are a poor country, you can be environment friendly. You can do a lot in improving your environment. You can be resourceful. Just take a look at what you have, apply the appropriate managerial techniques, and gather the technologies that are normally available around you in your country and outside your country. And you'd be surprised as to how far you can go and how many people you can employ in the process.
After rehousing the population, bamboo, mangrove trees, and other native species have been planted with the aim of controlling soil erosion. In August of 2010, the riverbanks were populated with 10,000 bamboo plants along a stretch of 20 kilometers. The local students are involved in these plantings as part of their environmental education. Contrary to other environmental initiatives that haven't managed to consolidate their presence in Manila, the involvement of the community and of local governmental representatives has endowed the project with a momentum that has rarely been achieved in the Manila area.
Papers, cartons, and different things. Thank you.
Close to 10,000 residents of all ages have received training in fields related to solid ecological waste management. All of them dream that one day the rivers of Manila will come back to life and they will be able to enjoy them again.
What a beautiful day! Whoa, the rivers are clean, the fish are swimming, the birds are all over. Oh, what a beautiful world we have! That's the world I want to live in.
I like to have a river like there are some fishes and very clean. It has a clean water so that we can see it truly under the river, and some fish so that we can use for our job.
More than 3,000 volunteers have been trained to monitor the areas along the riverbanks.
Any project without education, we don't feel that the project can succeed on a long-term basis because we need the support of the community. with regards to the garbage and everything. If the community is not aware of what we're doing here, if they're not aware of the issues involving waste segregation, then most likely the project will not succeed. And that's why we make it a point to conduct regular seminars so that the community becomes more involved in preserving our environment.
The Las Piñas-Zapote River Rehabilitation Program is now beginning to be emulated in other areas of the Philippines as a model project that reduces poverty while at the same time bringing the rivers back to life.
We need partners to network and collaborate and put into action what we have advocated. And the Villar Foundation with Senator Cynthia Villar is the perfect partner. It's the solution to the problems, to the economic problems. It not only solves the environmental problems, but the social as well, the political, and the educational, cultural. It encompasses everything. That's why we're really very, very happy with what they are doing.
Again, my dreams continued to boost, realize, because I can see our river now becoming cleaner and cleaner.